and his stalkers aren't very well upgraded. It's only 2-0 at the time versus the, let's see, what kind of 2-1 upgrade for the Flyers. So 2-0 for the ground forces and 2-1 upgrade for the Flyers at the moment. Both players are trying to get up their economy. I think even more so for mouzHasu because he's trying to get the base, the third base up, and he's unable to. And we see a huge glob. There is 7 Ultralists with their upgrade almost complete. The plating additional 2 armor for those Ultralists. Very useful upgrade. And we see a massive amount of units moving across the map again to the main building, to the main base. Pylon goes down, and is he supply block? No, he's not. The storm goes up, but the storm does not actually catch those mules in position. And he's gonna try to probably converge with the Mulisk as well as the Ultralisk as well as the Zerglings for an attack, because mouzHasu is spread very thinly. He doesn't have too many units defending. He has a lot of cannons at his home base, and cannons aren't really what you want, I think, at this point in the game. But we do see the LiquidHayprO, the Zerg player, is deciding to once again grab another base, forcing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases versus 3 bases. Ooh, that is pretty thin. And let's see, we have a glob here, we have a glob here, we have another glob here. Let's see what kind of engagement. There's a lot of High Templars, but the High Templars aren't very effective against these Ultralisks, nor are these Stalkers. And we're going to see a 2-prong attack, 1 to the main base, 1 to, no, not to the side. He's going to go for it, but that was a little fake, I guess. A storm goes off, catching a very good number of the Muralists. Very good storm that time if he had just picked off that High Templar. And now he's picking off the pylons, trying to unpower some of the buildings. And we see the Stalker moving across, thinking about taking out this expansion. He's going to try to get it. Let's see if it gets cancelled. No, it's going to finish. And no, it actually does get cancelled. And we see Ultralists coming in. Ooh, these High Templars are caught out of position. The Stalkers are sort of being choked in by these Muralists as well as these Ultralists. And they do blink out in the very good play there. But there's too many Mutalisks on top of the Stalkers, and I don't think it has too much effect. And 1 storm goes up, catching a good chunk. 2 storms go up, 3 storms goes up, 4, 5, 6, and he does trade a good chunk of it. Storms everywhere. Wow, he killed off most of the Mutalisks. Amazing storms by mouzHasu, and there's gonna be some problems with these remaining Ultralists. 1 storm does go off on the Ultralists, but the Ultralists are not amused. They go like, yeah, you can storm me, but you can't hurt me. And now he's in trouble. He doesn't have too many units to deal with these Ultralists, and the Ultralists are marching freely onto the buildings. Basically, a attack at this point. But ooh, this is a very good play, luring the Ultralists into the cannons, and I think he'll be able to deal with that Ultralist without too many problems. He does try to micro it away. But however, there's 4 Ultralists inside the base. Ooh, he's working on these probes, and he's going to kill off a lot of probes, I think. Well, actually killed off only about 3. These Stalkers try to micro their way away from these Ultralists, and the Ultralists are still working on the base. If we take a look at the income tab, right now it's about, ooh, that does not look good. There's about 600 differential between the gas, between the minerals and the gas, and there is a Nidus Worm in the back. Did not even hear that go off, and there's a huge chunk of units at the back. A lot of Zerglings coming in, Ultralists coming in. This is an all-out attack by LiquidHayprO, and mouzHasu is trying to defend at the Tower Trope, forcing the Ultralists to come in 1 by 1. Very good idea. But I'm not sure how long he's going to be able to hold this off, as he doesn't have too many units. Ooh, beautiful blink up the ramp by mouzHasu, but I think it still might be too little too late, as there are way too many units coming across. There's a lot of Ultralists. Wow, that is more than 10. That is exactly 10, actually. What am I saying? There's a lot of Ultralists and a lot of Zerglings coming in. Now he's going to try to take down this Nidus Worm, and he takes down the Overlord for his very good idea. And the Nidus Worm does go down as well, but at the same time, LiquidHayprO does prevent the expansion from going up. There's a lot of cannons here. There's about a lot of cannons. There's about a lot of cannons, guys. And we do see the Ultralists are working on these cannons. I think this is the only mining base. He really needs to keep this alive. If he were to lose this, he would lose a lot of the income. And the probes are going down. Some of the units are coming over to help. A storm goes off on the Ultralists. Not very effective against Ultralist storms, or not. He is warping additional units, but he really needs to get some Immortals or some air units to deal with this, because there is no way, no how, can he hold off an infinite amount, well, not infinite, but a continuous amount of Ultralists, and his income is hurting right now. 800, 300 versus 1,000, 300, and 1,000, and he is hurting. He's running his probes away. His probes are going to get caught in the action. But ooh, very good stalker play from the side. We do see a huge Niter Swarm inside the main base, killing off everything while he's destroying the mining capabilities, and these probes are going to go back eventually. And at the same time, he's losing his buildings. He only has 4 more gateways left, and he's not really mining anything at the moment. And we see, ooh man, this is gonna hurt so bad because there are so many Ultralists inside the base. I guess I lost the game audio there, but there are a lot of Zerglings, a lot of Ultralists, and he's not quite sure what to defend. He doesn't know whether to defend his production buildings or to defend his mineral lines. There's Ultralists pouring in once again, preventing the buildings from going down, but the buildings are going down. These Stalkers are very hero-like Stalkers, getting a lot of kills, and he's actually not losing too many Stalkers. Very good Stalker control by Hazu at this moment, but I mean, that's all he can do is control, because he can't outproduce LiquidHayprO at the moment. He really needs to get some other way of fighting those Ultralists, as those Ultralists have taken out his main base as well as the first natural expansion. Now he only has this mining. Ooh, there's the sound back. And the Ultralists are coming in, and the Stalkers are doing a great job of fending off this attack, but there's only so much he can do. I think Hazu is on his last bits as these Ultralists are closing in. He does blink the Stalkers out of there, but his mineral line's in peril, and he does GG out of the game. What a great game, great control by both players. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you like what you see, please subscribe. This is GG Your Face, always GG Your Games, and if you don't want to just say GG in your games, at least say GG Your Face. Till game number 5, guys. Later.